Morning, Joe Biondo here with Inbound Logistics at MODEX 2026. Right now I'm talking with Alex Johns, president of Elokon. Alex, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing well, hanging in there. What would you say you're hearing from customers as the single biggest pain point that they're bringing to you this year compared to 2 years ago?
I would say one of the single biggest pain points that they're bringing to us this year compared to 2 years ago would be the ability to layer safety and proximity detection capabilities on mixed fleet trucks. 2 years ago it was a trend, if you would, of hey, we want to have proximity detection, and they really didn't know which direction in terms of fleet management they want to go. One of the biggest pain points was having 3 or 4 different proprietary hardwares, using 3 or 4 different proprietary softwares to manage that. And today the technology's advanced to where you can have one proprietary hardware and software and give everyone the capabilities that they want.
Alex, so I know it's early in the show, but looking around the MODEX floor today, are you seeing anything that may have been unthinkable even 5 years ago?
The advancement of AI has really opened up doors for a lot of customers and a lot of applications, frankly. Transformation from AI to physical AI, being AGVs, AMR, what some refer to as humanoid robots, but the transformation to physical AI is something that, in our opinion, has a lot of legs, has a lot of weight, and puts us in a well position to keep growing the industry.
Alex, with that said, what's the biggest mistake you're seeing companies make as they begin their digital transformation journey?
Sure, I think one of the biggest challenges that we see companies make is assuming that there's a one-size-fits-all to digital transformation. We work with customers, global companies, that can have needs-based requirements, although being under the same umbrella of the company, but can be completely different or interdependent, if you will, between sites. And a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to our business, there is not a one-size-fits-all.
Alex, so you guys have just launched EloShield AI, and it's been nominated by MHI for Best New Innovation. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that.
Thank you.
We've had forklift sensors for years. What makes this dual layer approach a breakthrough for 2026?
I think what makes it a breakthrough is that it gives customers and applications the option to start somewhere, do something, and then gives them the ability to graduate based on their needs to more advanced technologies. In the case of EloShield AI, we use ultra wideband proximity detection, and we layer that with an AI camera. So for today, customer A wants to start off with basic proximity detection, but they want to tomorrow incorporate AI into that to add a layer of accountability, as we call it, and it gives them the opportunity to scale. They're not locked in. Today the needs are X, tomorrow the needs graduate to Y, and we don't have to put 3 or 4 different systems on there to accomplish that.
So traditionally, safety systems require everyone to wear a tag to be seen. How is AI vision handling this tagless pedestrian or unexpected obstacle in a cluttered aisle?
Sure. Well, it gives them the option. So as I'd mentioned earlier, a lot of the applications are situational based. Some, a tag is a best fit. Some, perhaps tag is not. What it does is gives them the flexibility to either today use a tag or not, or begin with the AI camera as you see behind me here. There's not a right or wrong when it comes to tag or tagless. It's really the situation that dictates the best fit in terms of technology that you implement first. Everything is situational. We hear that message often, that tags are bad or tags are cumbersome or AI cameras have their challenges. There's no right or wrong. The environment will lead the way in terms of what you should use.
So you're giving a seminar here at MODEX on sensor data fusion. How does merging proximity sensors with fleet management into one product, Elo Fusion, actually change the day-to-day life of a safety manager?
Great question. Again, for us, it's always interesting. We get safety managers that want to focus on the management of their fleet. And then we have safety managers that want to focus on the safety of pedestrians operating within close proximities to those same fleets. What it does is gives them an opportunity to compare metrics, whether it be for fleet management or whether it be proximity detection, and compare metrics among multiple sites. So in other words, from a training and implementation standpoint, back to flexibility gives them the opportunity to compare those metrics and that data and then make decisions based on it. I think in terms of where we see the industry going would be the incorporation of LLMs, large language models, into those same fleet management and proximity detection systems, so that operators and managers are able to get out the information that they want and quickly to make decisions.
So when I was looking at this online, I noticed a feature called near miss analytics. Usually or historically, we only look at data after an accident. How does this system help a warehouse manager maybe fix a dangerous intersection before a collision ever happens?
Absolutely. So when you're tracking vehicles and you're tracking pedestrians in and out of intersections, blind spot corners, racking, etc., it's useful if you can understand those proximity breaches and their frequencies, because if you can, and you know when they're happening, you can make decisions based on that in terms of whether to add another layer of detection or whether to train or rechain. What it does is it gives the operations and EH&S managers a roadmap to continue to keep things safe.
So there are a lot of mixed fleets. Obviously, folks have fleets with a variety of manufacturers. Is this something that can bolt on to their existing fleet or existing trucks today? Or do they need to go out and buy a whole new fleet to take advantage?
No, absolutely. So the difference in what we have in Europe and the United States, for example, is in Europe you see mainly under one roof, one make or one brand of model of forklift. Here in the United States, roughly 85% of all facilities have a mixed fleet. That's just how we roll here in the US. And you have to have a system that's fleet agnostic in the sense that today you're operating with brand X, Y, or Zeta. And tomorrow it's phase out, phase in time, and you want to bring in another brand of forklifts. You need a system that you can take off of what you're phasing out, put it on what you're phasing in, and not deter your operations when you're making that transition.